First I introduce the kasure, the cards. First, so this is genetic third arm.
Is this изображение от Владимира тысячерукий, то же самое изображение, которое выглядит на памяти?
Yeah, that's you see here, the two tangas. Thousand arm, then there's forearm, then there's there's maybe 108, I think maybe something like the different aspects of Genesis. So we're thinking to make the 100, I think 108 different aspects of Genesis at Kabul Monastery. Those Genesis Gomba, not the actual Gomba where the monks do the puja. This not that one, but the Genesis Gomba where we do course for people coming from all over the world. So there was due to earthquake, the rain, and so there was built a new one. So we are thinking to build 100 this different aspect of Genesis there. So anyway, so these are lineage lamas who achieved Genesis. So start from Geloma Palmo, I think I'm not sure if it's maybe Indian or Nepali, but there's a place in Nepal near Somnath mountain where I think where she lived. There's a place you can see. Geloma Palmo, she's a Bhishuni, learned, and so she achieved Genesis. So on the 15th, 15th, she achieved not only Buddha, but also she achieved Genesis. So anyway, she had paralysis, and then I think on her arm, not paralysis, leprosy. Yeah, then I think it almost like almost dropped the hand, so something like that. Then she was advised by King Inda Buddhi, where the Om Mani Padme Hum appeared, not carved by people, appeared from rock. Genesis manifested, and so go there to practice Genesis, and then she recited many Om Mani Padme Hum, totally concentrated, and then there she achieved Genesis. So she became so young, like 16 year old age, so young and so beautiful. And then, she lived. I think where she lived was near monastery. So people in Kathmandu, they criticized her that she didn't have vow and broke the vow. And the people in the city criticized her. So one day, she wanted people to prove, to recognize what they were talking, believing is wrong. So one day, she came in Kathmandu, in the city, and then she danced. She showed the people that if it is true what they believe, then she cut her head, put on the spear, and it should not come back. If what people believe it, but if it's not true, then it should come back. So then it came back on her neck. So she danced in the sky, in the clouds, she danced. So then the people totally, they recognized what they had been complaining, believing was totally wrong, and they got unbelievable devotion. She wasn't like that, and so actually she achieved generosity, and the people don't know. So anyway, so there's a Dakini people asked the Buddha, without a head, Pama Shaljema, Pama Ujema, without the head, rest holy body, but the head is on the spear. Pama Ujema, that's a secret. The outer aspect is Gelma Pama, but inner secret aspect is Kature, Pama Ujema. So we received the initiation, and that's mantra to recite. So that, yes, so that's what the story is. So it started from there. Gelma Pama. These are all the lamas who achieved generosity. So there's unbelievable stories of their practice, and they got incredible benefits. So the sadhana which you're going to read is Gelma Palamus. Gelma Palamus, the sadhana, generosity. Like that. Yeah, okay. So this so many years ago, painting was done by one student, Swiss. She named Peter what? Peter Easily. His name is Peter Easily. So married with a Tibetan girl. So he did this a long time ago. It's a large Thanga. So we asked him to make a new Thanga, large one here for the money retreat. 100 million Om Mani Padme Hum here. So then he said, what about already done a long time ago? He developed that, make a Thanga. So he did that. He developed from very good photographer, very good photographer, yeah. So they developed this too. So this is where he met. So it is very good. I thought that's one big one, it's a very big one to hang one side. But then I think it's two makes sense, so that people there can see and people here can see. So it's very good. So that's the story. So I want to thank him very much and for doing that. And then there's a Kadure. This is Namjalma protection. So I think, I don't know what I mentioned last time, but Namjalma. So if you're wearing Namjalma protection, maybe given last time, I don't remember. So it purifies all the negative karma collected from beginningless rebirth all the time. And wherever you die, if you're wearing that protection, wherever you die, you never get reborn hell, hungry ghosts, hell, animal, hungry ghosts. You never get reborn. That's why you get reborn higher birth. Maybe you made dharma, so things like that. So if you have the Namjalma, we have also bigger one. So it's easy to be kept in the house. So if you have this Namjalma protection in the house, then the house becomes holy, precious, holy. So in the house, insects, mosquitoes, animals, and believer, non-believer, anybody, people who come in the house, they always get purified. Even they don't know, they always get purified, their negative karmas collected from beginningless rebirth. Anybody, so if they die there, then they never get reborn lower realms, and they get only higher rebirth. So like that, and then the shadow of the house touch in the daytime to the insects and the people, animals, and it purifies the negative karma. So even shadow of the house, because since the house becomes holy. And so then if this is on the mountain, if you put on the mountain, Namjalma protection, mountain becomes holy, and if anybody who climbs the mountain, touch the mountain, animals, people, then they get purified. Their negative karma get purified. They get a higher rebirth. So I told Mongolia, one student, one businessman, Mongolian man, I don't remember his name. So I told him to put not actual stupa, but like build the throne of the stupa, Kangutakba Chöden, Kangutakba, the most simple stupa, on the mountain. So you put Namjalma, see, inside you can put tatas, and Namjalma, you can put Namjalma also inside the you see, you can have on the wall Namjalma protection. So then the whole mountain becomes holy. Then the people, all the horses, all the animals. I think that, well, as I mentioned, 6 million, but I think maybe 60 million. Probably there are a lot of animals. Then people are only 2 million. And so people, and the animal go on the mountain, so they get purified. So they die, they don't get reborn or realms. All those who go on the mountain, touch the mountain, they get purified. So it has an incredible benefit. I don't know whether he did that or not. I haven't heard. That's what I advise. And then also, then in the car, if you have we have sticker, Namjalma sticker to put in the car. So even if it's not sticker, but this is okay, then you can put in the car, or you can make smaller, then sticker and the stick in the car. If the car becomes holy, so normally when we drive car, many insects, they die every day. But if you have Namjalma in the car, see, then the car becomes holy, even though they die. But you see, because Namjalma in the car, so touching the wheel, and they get purified. Then the karma get purified, so they never get reborn in the hell, hunger, or animal. They get higher birth. So there's a big difference if you have Namjalma in the car. So many students at the center, they have Namjalma in the car stick, or just hang in the car, so like that. Then other things. When your family members, they die, pets die or something, rather than worried, didn't know what to do, completely the kind of mountains of, worries and fears and all that, just doing nothing, didn't know what to do. instead of that, then remember Namjalma that you had, then put on the body. Then you see, you don't have to touch the body, just on the, even on the cloth, wherever, put on that for a while. And then the never get reborn, that person in the hell, hunger was animal, as for sure, 100%. So that's very important. Instead of worrying, afraid, you make yourself sick, kind of so much rather than do something useful for that people, for that person who died, or your pet died, then put a Namjalma on the body. So for a while, you see, before the consciousness, before breath stops or after breath stops. So as I mentioned, it's the consciousness stays natural death. Consciousness stays 3 days. The consciousness, not gross consciousness, but the subtle, extremely subtle consciousness stays 3 days. It is said in the text. So as I mentioned in the story, so therefore, they putting Namjalma on the body, even it's dead, even consciousness left on, even in cemetery where the person's body is burned, and for example, recite the mantra, Namjalma mantra, for example, then you throw sand or the mustard seed or anything, you recite blood and you throw in the cemetery or where the person's body was burned. Even that helps the person to not be to be free from Lord. If it's born to Lord already, so free from that. All the other is so it's very good to remember that. In Germany, we have one student. Now she became nun. She was the benefit of the center. So I think 10 years ago. She became Buddhist 10 years ago, I'm not sure. Then, because suddenly her father died. Then she been Buddhist for 10 years. 10 years. But suddenly her father died. Then she didn't know how to help. So I spent, I heard that story. So I spent, we were supposed to do 100 million Om Mani Padme Hum, France, at the Vajrayana Center. But because I heard this, so I spent 2 or 3 days how to help the dying person. How to help the dying person. There's a book made by somebody, how they do in Tibet, for 1 year. I mean, there's so many things what you can help the people, you see. So on the basis of that, but I added some. I did some other things, so like that. It's almost finished that. So now there's made a book how to help dying person, and that's also there's some answer to yourself, how to help yourself, and or how to help dying person. So like that, you see. What's called? What's the name of that book? Huh? How to enjoy the death, this book that. Oh, okay, so I stop here. While we were in Washington, there's a retreat house called Amitabha Pure Land. So we do have a large Amitabha statue made of marble in Vietnam, but we carved, corrected the eyes and according to the text. So I sent the example, the eyes painted with one nun, who started art But anyway, but he was so habituated with the way the Vietnam usually do, almost like closing eyes, so to diverse. But so ex-couple monk artist who worked down Sala, the Sonal temple, and so he got degree from the private office. So he fixed all that, painted, so now finished. So then afterwards another artist finished up, so the throne and all this. So anyway, yeah. There's many legs, so many legs, different sizes, and then there are 2 monks who take care of the house. So many offerings, water bowl offerings, so big bowls, and many offerings, and so outside flowers and that many offerings, all that they will take care, make the offerings. So it takes just 2 hours, 3 hours, and take all that. So I bought one rubber boat. Then recently, 2 years ago, some years, then I bought another bigger boat, so more sanghas can go to pray for the fish animals on the lake. So and then also there's a small center, pumping bus center, So some students come, so the big boat, so they to recite mantra, to pray. So when we go, each month to go to different lake to do a few things to benefit with this fish, sentient beings live in the water. So then the Namjalma, you see one thing there. The boat, we have large, like table, size of table, carved mantra. Then you see, it's upstairs in America, so made in Singapore, I think. So carved very large the table. So you put that on the ocean, the Katuri. You go over the bridge, and then you hang the ropes, and then you put on the water. And also pulled by the boat, the big mantra, you see, Namjama, to bless water, to purify all the animals in the ocean, in the lake, in the ocean, purify all the animals. So pull by boat the mantra, 1 hour, during 1 hour, so then our center directors or sanghas, the Rinpoche came 2 times, 1 time or 2 times, the Rinpoche came, Rinpoche came. So the center, the directors and members, those who have come, they come to the boat, and then recite chant mantra, things like that, then have some snack or things. So mainly to bring the mantra or carved wood, so to pull, so they bless the ocean and so all those numberless sentient beings in the ocean, so get to liberate, to not be reborn and again in the lower realm and to get higher rebirths. And so for that then, also blessed water, bring blessed water, so with my tiny mantra to put in the water. So we do that, and then we make food for the fish. Some of the more or less like Bajragani, tinglos, like that. So you make mix it with the money pills and blessed water and all that. So the two monks make, then bucket, you see. Then you go by boat, and then you make charity for the fish. And then also you play the mantra in the water, play the mantra in the water so the fish can hear. So we also chant the mantra. So like that, so the boat has flags with the mantras. By singing that purifies 100,000 eons Nikrikama or things like that. Then wish fulfilling boat for the fish. And there's many ways to benefit for them. So they have to go each month different lakes. So then Namjalma, you see, there's water which goes to the ocean. So I tell them, the monk, to put there's more bigger than this, a square, so don't sink. But if you just put this in the sink, if the plastic stick out, then heavy stick. But if it had some softer thing here, you stick it, if there's a tool like this, it doesn't sink, it stays on the water. So it goes on the ocean. So we put this on the water time to time to go on the ocean, so that blesses all the animals in the ocean, numberless animals, sharks, and all these like mountains, like the tiniest we can see only with the machine. But then to not get reborn, goodness, Lord, to get a higher birth into dharma or that, you see. So, so try to help like that, like that, you see. Can you go there? Then kind of the then also the two monks are because I saw two ants nest many years ago. So I've texted how to make charity. So I make charity tamba and blessed water, all the things, manipulate all that. There might be, I don't remember 100%, but that's what monks normally do. Then I made charity for the two ants nest. Then now the monks, they do 150 week before I left Washington, will be 150 ant nest. And they one day he goes away, with the zamba, mixed with the money pills and many things, crash as well. Then you sprinkle of the ant nest. So 150, then next was more number, sometimes less, sometimes more. So every week that was done charity to the ant. Every week is done. Then besides we liberate animal, fishing worms. Afterwards, house cut with the jinling. Afterwards, house done by the nuns. Then sometimes Vietnamese or Chinese they also come join the stupa, so they recite mantra and bless. Take around the animal as much as possible. The fishing, the main animals, the fishing worms. then the other frogs, the other things. And so go around the stupa. There was many tatas inside. Like that. And then also Amita Pure Land, Washington. Every weekend, many fishing worms, the buy from the supermarket, and you see liberated in the same place, and it's done for years, so long ago. So like that, sometimes people have a lot of obstacles, so we tell them to do liberate more and more, so like that, you see. So just try to help as much as even just little things. Try to help what you can to a sentient being. That you see, that's the meaning of your life. Why you are born as a human being is to help others. to serve other sentient beings, to help, as I mentioned yesterday, how sentient beings are. Every sentient being is the most kind, the most precious, most dear to you, which we are wishful in. All happiness comes from sentient. Oh, as I mentioned, so you understand now. So, to every single thing, what you can do in your life, benefit to others. People, insects, anywhere. So you see, that's all they should do like that. So that's much as you can. So there's some students in Singapore. They Nam Jalma mantra, carved on the crystal around, then deep in the ocean, go in the ocean, put that. So they've been doing that again and again. So anyway, okay, that's all. Not so much as to fulfill the purpose of one's own life, human life, yes, benefiting others. Yes, it fulfills your purpose, your human life. It becomes meaningful, of course. But the main thing is, you see, they're experiencing the most unbearable suffering, pain, and suffering, change, and pervasive compound suffering. So, because all the oceans of samsara suffering in 3 levels. So, in 3 divisions. So much, it's so much suffering. So this, it's you see, so in because they need help. So therefore you help. You see, that's the reason. For example, it's the same reason why we're taking initiation. So, for example, there's a blind person. You see, cannot see road. There's precipices. You see, he's running, he's thinking, believing there's a road, and he's running towards that, but believing there's a road. But there's no road, there's a precipice. He's going to die, jump. So that you have an eye, but the other person doesn't have an eye. You have an eye, you have legs to run and to grab that man and to protect, save the life from falling down. So the blind person, so this is so totally ignorant. I mean, blind. So you just even didn't ask you, didn't call you to come there to help, didn't. But you think that you're responsible to run there to help. It's your responsibility. You don't. Each person doesn't have to ask. Oh, you didn't ask me. No. You see, you have compassion. Wishing happiness, but you don't do anything. Like so, just you see him blind and doing the dangerous way to fall down. Just seeing that you can't bear, you just run to help. That's the same reason why taking initiation, right? Yeah, for sentient beings, for mother sentient, your mother sentient beings. The Bodhisattva said, as the Bodhisattva said, Shindideva said, the motivation is a desire for happiness. Is always to achieve happiness and to not suffer. That's always motivation. But you see, what happened in the practice? I just run day and night, busy, day and night, so busy to create the cause of suffering. To create the cause of suffering. That sentiment doesn't know doesn't know what is cause happiness, what is cause suffering, have no idea. But not learn Dharma, holy Dharma taught Buddha did not learn, so doesn't know. So doesn't know what is cause happiness, what is cause suffering. So motivation always to not suffer to achieve happiness, always. So but then practice day, night, all the time busy to create the cause of suffering. This is a mind thing to achieve happiness. So, you know, basically ignorance and attachment, the motivation, attachment, so they seeking only the happiness of this life. Nothing else. Just this life. Oh, that, as I mentioned yesterday, then the motivation of that's the kind of attachment, delusion. It doesn't bring, why delusion? Because it doesn't bring, it doesn't pacify, it doesn't bring peace. Your mental continuum, it makes it more disturbed, more makes it more ignorant. It's always disturbed, hallucinate the mind. So obscures the mind and is interfered to see. It interferes to see the true things. To see the ultimate reality of the I, the ultimate nature of the I, emptiness, shunyata. So the obscures to see that ultimate nature. Then also it obscures to see the conventional nature, conventional nature. The I's nature impermanence. You see, the I, not Atma, the I, permanent I, not that. Atma, the Hindu belief, not that no, all the four schools of Buddhist philosophy, nobody believes, no Buddhist philosopher believes Atma, you see, that the I is nature of conventional nature. This nature impermanence, you see that changes life to life, year by year, month by month, week by week, day by day, hour by hour, second by minute by minute, second by second, even split-second changes. So you see, don't see that. It obscures to say that. So Kasuri, Kasuri, Kasuri. So you see a body, you say body or something, be something, flower, something beautiful object, and you see there, the Kasuri for function obscures to see the emptiness, ultimate reality, or there is a beautiful body, or you see, or flower, or something. You see, ultimate nature. It obscures to see that ultimate nature. And then the other one is the conventional nature, the nature of impermanence. It obscures to see that. Changes easy day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second. You see, being under the control of cause conditions. it can last. It changes second by second, even split by second, even split by second, split second. It changes. So the attachment obscures the mind. Not only ultimate nature, but even the commercial nature. It obscures to think of it. You see, attachment was so. You see, it's so. After judging, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful from its own side, not from your mind, but beautiful from its own side. So you see, then attachment, then visible blocks to see the conventional nature. You see the nature impermanence, the reality. You see, so that the concept of permanence comes to see. Oh, so that hinders to achieve liberation from samsara, dharma. So that hinders to practice dharma. Even to achieve the happiness of future lives. So it hinders. So like that. So that's delusion. The attachment is so that what harms you. So that's not I'm forgetting what I'm speaking. Sorry. In Bodhisattva, there was a theme and then that maybe there's some devejula, Dada Jong. So the sentient beings, you say, what they really want to seek is happiness, but due to ignorance, and they run day and night, cause suffering, see? Just so busy. Then but the cause of happiness, they destroy as much as possible. So, even little, at least, even little merit is collected by good luck. Even little merit, then you see they don't protect that. They don't protect, dedicated to achieving enlightenment, because it becomes unceasing merit, especially by sailing with the emptiness, they don't know. So then very soon they don't practice patience, and very soon then anger rises. Anger rises so simultaneously. Anytime, from mind is habituated with anger, not with patience, from beginningless rebirth, habituated with that. So easy to rise anger, so destroyed, blew away, destroyed the cause of happiness. The even little married by good luck, is, like people who win football, just example. The good luck, so rare. Even it did happen, but sooner or later, because don't practice patience normally, don't think, but don't know dharma, so don't know karma, so then anger rises so easily every day, so then it blow up, destroyed that marriage. So then, depending on whom you get angry, then there are many as well. If you get angry to a bodhisattva, 1,000 eon, you create much marriage, it get destroyed in 1 second. So it's like that mentioned. That's just bodhisattva. Then there's Buddha, then there's Guru. You can't say. But if your Guru scolds you, if your Guru scolds you, or you do something the Guru doesn't like, you don't unable to follow Guru's advice, which is you see the Kathuri get angry to Guru, then the heaviest, so many, I don't know, million eons according to what Buddhasava said, Shivala Shindideva said in the Buddha-Chavatara, if you get angry 1 second to a Bodhisattva, then 1,000 eons good karma you collected. Charity support or the morality support, and then all destroyed completely. So all that. So still that's where we get angry. But then Guru, then that's the purple account of that. It could be million years. That marriage get destroyed. So then you see, if you rebuild dharma, you see that person won't agree, person won't accept, won't agree, run away. So all of that doesn't have karma to listen dharma, to understand dharma, to practice dharma. So that's the nature of sentient being. Okay. So therefore, again, we are unbelievably fortunate by looking at the rest of human beings in the world. No matter how much wealth they have, $1 trillion or whatever, whatever education, but their mind is not open for dharma. They don't come to the karma. They don't come to learn dharma, practice dharma. They don't come at all for so many lifetimes. So many years they don't. So you see, there have been insects, ants. There have been tiny insects in another life. So they're now human being, but you see, shape human being, but mind the same as animal. As I told you yesterday, the same as in the insect, ant is a way of thinking. So, only body is different to the human being, but shape is different. Just for a short time. This can be stopped any time, any year, month, weeks, and days, any hour, any minute, any second, it will stop. So this is like machine. So you can't say how much alone. So then I can, you see, after human being, you can't believe it. Then you can become insect. You see, well, anything is a sixth realm: hell, hungry ghost, animal, human being. So, we can never say. Become tiniest insect after human being, then born tiniest insect. Can't imagine. So we have been born numberless times like that. And any sentient being that we see, animals and pretas, anything that dharma, that Buddha's teaching explains, or anything we see with the eyes, suffering. We have been through that numberless times. Ourselves, all that those human beings, you see. Now that, in the past, numberless times they've been like that. And then again, you see, again after this, then they never met Dharma. Never met Dharma, no opportunity. Buddhist Tantra, so you see, the life can be anything. In the six realms, can be anything. Again, numberless times. Even that, not just one time. Numberless times. Suffering. Therefore, we are incredible fortunate this time. Met Dharma, able to accept Dharma, able to open the mind to understand Dharma. Have karma to meet Dharma, to understand Dharma, to learn Dharma, and to take initiation. The Buddha teaching the the minor teaching, the tantra, that by practicing you can achieve enlightenment in one life. Oh, that's, you see, you have an incredible opportunity we have. It's up to us what we do or not. Otherwise we have karma, we have opportunity. It's up to us what do you do, how much you do, whether you do or not from your side. But so fortunate they're comparing the most human beings in this world. So there's that. Just at the end, maybe there's no time, but there's explained the backside, all the meanings, all the purpose is explained there. So if you read well, then you'll understand. But anyway, I think maybe just in between mentioned, this Lama Atesh has a stupa with the mantra. There's very important protection. Small you can wear, if you wear, then so for example, give an example, the other students or the other sentient beings, see, people brought samaya with the guru, even the same guru, so they samaya with the guru, criticize, belittle the guru, give up guru, certain things, see, like that. So if you meet, then you get heaviest pollution. This mental pollution is the heaviest pollution, mental pollution from that person. Then what happens is, even you sit with that person, eating together, whatever, then we receive pollution, and your mind get even some experience you have, a compassion or some experience we have, they get degenerated, loose, so your mind becomes harder and harder. You see, those experiences and even the teachings forget and practice forget, and harder and harder. So your mind couldn't degenerate, and then you get reborn in the hell. Or you see, then even Dharma, Lamrim teachings you explain, you see, it doesn't benefit your mind. Normally, if philosophy doesn't benefit your mind, doesn't subdue your mind, then Lamrim teaching is the one subdue your mind. But now you see, even the Lamrim teaching, the teachings you hear from the Guru doesn't, your mind gets degenerated, so unable to help the mind. So like that. That's what Peter Dalai mentioned, even participating with him. So anyway, if you meet those people, you get pollution. Then the place, so if you have this sriba, you are wearing, give me smaller, however, then you can't get pollution from that person. Then that places where they happened before, if you went to places where they happened before, then the place got pollution from them. So you get pollution from the place. So there's the heavy mental pollution. There's the heaviest pollution. So then your experience, your mind get degenerated. Then you go to Lord. So like that. So therefore, if you wear this, if you have this in the house, or then even those people can, but don't get pollution and protects. So it's very, very important. Even the monasteries where the sanghas disharmony, and it is said that for 12 years, you like place burnt, like that, you don't get realization for 12 years of that mention. So then you have this stupa, and it doesn't happen, you don't get the pollution. So then this is explained in the text. It explains in the text that one past life with huge holy body, usually naked, the heart, and then give blessing all day long. Then he put together from the text. So expand here the details, okay? So for success. Success, but of course, you see, you have to know, because generally, after we have taken Bodhisattva vow, everything belongs to sentient beings. Everything, your body, spirit, mind, your enjoyment, your everything, family, everything is sentient beings. The owner of the sentient beings, dedicated for sentient beings, for their happiness, for their enlightenment. So therefore, so they see. So therefore, if you're wealth, then wealth, you create cause of enlightenment. You see, by making offerings, that we have incredible opportunity to create cause of enlightenment, good karma, and then we may charity to the sentient beings. We have most unbelievable opportunity to help others if you have material wealth. So merit, even the material wealth, help others. So much opportunity for that. Okay, purpose of success that. Yeah, that's finished. I plan to speak the introduction of the will of life. I thought that became the purpose of taking the initiation, deep reason of taking initiation for sentient beings. But you see that now there's no, anyway, more details, I don't have time to explain that. So the anyway, tonight there's no time, so that will be life. So to have some understanding will of life. So will of life is important not only in monastery. It's good to have all the family houses to have will of life, so that to remind dharma, remind death can happen any time, any year, any month, any week, any day. It can happen. So to practice dharma, even to recite Om Mani Padme Hum, most important is this dharma practice. Om Mani Padme Hum, collecting skies of merit, especially with bodhicitta, and unbelievable purification. So it's a quick way to achieving life. I mean, you see, to remind dharma, you see, it reminds you, if you are engaging in some negative karma, some harmful actions to destroy yourself, harming other sentient beings, then seeing will of life, it reminds you to abandon, to engage in dharma, to create cause happiness, to help yourself, to help the sentient beings. So will of life is very good in the forms of family houses to have. That's very good. Okay, so then if there's a time, well, tomorrow, then I explain. Sorry about that. So tonight, just before going to initiation, So, Om Mani Padme Hum, so just very brief, so Hum, so Mani, Mani Padme, so Mani Padme, then it contains the Chubung Jirishitong, so the 84,000 teachings taught by Buddha, the general name. So, his one Sajjhatindra said, all that is contained in Mani Padme. So, the Mani method, Padme's wisdom, it comes in the three vehicle teachings, less vehicle teaching, and the great Mayana Sutra teaching, Mayana Tantra teaching, so like that. So less vehicle teaching, the whole part comes into method wisdom. Whole path comes into method wisdom. So the content in Mani Padme, Padme is wisdom, Mani is method. Then the whole path to Mayana Sutra, whole path to enlightenment. All that is contained in the wisdom, the method. So that's contained in Mani Padme. And then also the Mayana teaching Tantra. That is contained in the, you see, therefore Maya Tantra is contained in the Mani Padme. So method wisdom comes into the part, method wisdom. So there are four tantras, Kriya Tantra, Jaya Tantra, Anatriya Tantra, Mahanatriya Tantra. So all that part is method wisdom. So all are contained in Mani Padme. So Mani Padme is the Jesus's holy name. Jesus's holy name, Mani Padme. Hum is like the hey, so when you call somebody, you say hey, I'm talking about the English, but hey, so anyway, so Hum is a persuading Genesis holy mind. Please grant the blessings of your great compassion. Please grant me. So, please grant me the blessings of your great compassion. In my mind. All that. Hum. So the persuading Genesis holy mind. It's like saying hello, hi. Then person pay attention to you. Hum. Then from that, then you see, you actualize the meaning, the Mani Padme method wisdom. That was signified by the signified by the Mani Padme, whole part of wisdom, whole part of the method wisdom. Okay, you actualize. So like that. Then Om, so 3 syllables, Auma, 3 syllables, Auma, then become one syllable, so Auma, so Om, so met Om. So that signifies by actualizing the part, the part, you see, that contains the Mani Padme, then then is the ultimate achievement. Ultimate achievement is that you purify your ordinary body, spirit, mind, and then you achieve Buddha's Genesis, you see, holy body, holy mind, holy body, holy speech, holy mind. You achieve that. So Om. So purify your ordinary body, spirit, mind, and then achieve what to be achieved. The ultimate result, the Genesis, holy body, holy mind, holy speech, holy mind. Then you can do perfect work to free the sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering and bring everyone to enlightenment without slightest mistake. Okay? The mantras three sounds, the O, Ma, so put together Om, that. So the highest tantra, for example, then related to that, just the secret, profound part which rapens the mind is the generative stage, generative stage, and then completions, the completion stage, which liberated the mind, mental continuum. So by practicing those two, then you see you purify your ordinary death and rebirth, death and death, the intermediate stage, death, rebirth, intermediate stage. So ordinary and death, rebirth, intermediate stage. So you purify, and then to achieve the pastime three kayas, Dhammakaya, Sambhadakaya, Nimadakaya, then makes to achieve the result time three kaya, the Dharmakaya, Sambhadakaya, Nimadakaya. Also Auma Om, so the three signifies this. Okay, so there's no time to the room. So I wanted to thank very much for FPMT in Moscow to helping sentient beings, liberating sentient beings, and helping us to print all these important cards. So I want to thank very much. Yeah, I was controlling the GNS practice by Professor Tangdong Jab, which I received from His Holiness Tinjin, which I've been waiting for a long time. I received, but now there's no time, so I have to rush. So the Kasura, there's no time to go through dreams. So last night I dreamt generic or statue, or says, but not dusted statue, broken statue, no, but kind of yes, manifest, or the yes, the Kasura, glorious, manifest statue or thing like that, or even dreamt guru, but kind of sick or kind of something wrong, that's no good. You see, kind of looking wild and happy, sort of then the good sign. Then so like that, so forth, and then that's. So any bad thing, any bad dreams happen, then think as pacified, the Kaswara maintain on emptiness, and also by Gektor, giving dharma to the interferers and get purified, things like that. Okay.